Hey guys, it's Selena Gomez. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. I'm going to answer them right now, and I'm very excited about it. Also, a special thanks to Romeo and Saturday Night Online for having me. So let's get started. Jessica from Colorado said, what inspired you to start singing? A lot of different reasons. I was named after a singer for starters. I was named after a Tano singer that my dad and mom were obsessed with, so they actually named me after her. My mom did a lot of theater growing up, so I remember having heard a lot of her musical numbers that she'd put around the house and do, and my dad was a DJ, so he did a lot of weddings and fun proms, so he did a lot of remixing of top 40 and a lot of urban hip-hop kind of vibe. It was just kind of all of it combined. I was surrounded by music a lot, so like that one. Asif says, I hope that was right, by the way. What was the reason you gave your album the name Stars Dance? For multiple reasons. Stars Dance is the name of one of the tracks on the album, and to me, it's probably one of my favorites. It just kind of defines everything in the place that I'm in my life, and it was also written by Rock Mafia, who have known me since I was 15 years old, and they've watched me grow up and still growing up, figuring out where my place is, and it's a great song. It's all about confidence and being a woman, so that's why I named it. Jackie from Pembroke, is there something you mostly look forward to going on tour? Honestly, seeing my fans. It's going to be really fun for me to incorporate a lot of dancing, which I've never had a lot of experience in before. The costumes and all that's going to be great, but the best part is being able to get on stage and perform in front of you guys and sing along and dance with you. It's the best feeling in the world. So, Jamal from London, hope that's right. Who would you like to collaborate in music or films? Well, a lot of people. I would love to work with. Okay, there's a phone ringing. No worries. I would like to work with a lot of people like Jason Mraz. I'd actually love to work with Katy Perry. I'd like to work with older artists too, like probably people, if I could pick dead or alive, people like Judy Garland or Ella Fitzgerald. I just love that. It's a lot of phones going off. Alexandra from Huntington Valley. What's it like performing in front of a big crowd? What's it feel like to see all those people there for you? It's an indescribable feeling. It's the best feeling ever. It's so much fun to know that you've spent and given everything that you had to this one record, and all the music, all the songs, all the lyrics, the process behind it all is just, it's so fun, but it's also a lot of hard work. So to see it all being paid off and having everybody there chanting and singing along it's a really good feeling. So it's surreal at times, and I usually get emotional. So that always usually happens. Georgina from Boston, what song on your album are you most proud of? It changes every day. Today I'm super into Beat, which is a really fun track on the record. It's kind of a little fun, cheeky, but it's also really cool, and the beat goes obviously really hard. I'm excited about it. Karen from Houston, Texas, where was the weirdest place you've ever met a fan? Like bathrooms, usually. That's always kind of awkward. But it's awesome, because then you end up having like a 10-minute conversation with someone in the bathroom, and I've actually had it happen while I was in the bathroom, and the little girl was like poking her head through, so that was an experience as well. Laura says, how do you feel having so many people look up to you as an inspiration? Well, it's the best feeling ever, it really is. I feel like my fans inspire me the most. They go through things and they tell me some stories, and they open up to me when I'm doing meet and greets, or just to have an opportunity to actually hear where they're from and all the dreams that they want to go for. Honestly, they've inspired me, so it feels good to just be an example. Even though I'm still not perfect and I have to go through everything I got to go through, it's been really fun. I think we get each other the best. Anastasia says, the most important thing that I need to have while I'm traveling. Definitely need my phone so I can stay in contact with my friends and my family. My laptop and a hair tie, because this can be too much sometimes. So, Annabelle from Madrid says, "What is your favorite song from your album?" That changes every day as well. Probably today would be "Save the Day" or "Beat." Just kind of get those stuck in my head a lot. Lori from Ocean City, New Jersey. What song do you think that people will relate to the most on your album? I would have to say either Love Will Remember, Forget Forever, or Stars Dance, if you're a girl. Because I think that those songs speak to the heart, and Stars Dance is just really, it's really confident, and I would love to exude that in girls. I think that's what I'd love most. Jamie from New Orleans said, "Why did you choose Come and Get It as your first single from the album?" I think it just kind of made sense at first. The entire record speeds up after Come and Get It, and there's a little bit of that vibe in some of the other songs, but it was just a really great introduction to the album. It was super fun, and I loved the way I felt performing it. Felt good, you know, the vibe of it all. I enjoyed it very much, and it was my first #1, so that was surreal. That was crazy. Lauren says, "Who is the one person you dream of touring with?" Taylor. I'd love to tour with my best friend. That would be so much fun. That's just for selfish reasons. Just so I could have her there all the time. Becky from Southampton says, "If you could film a music video anywhere in the world, where would it be?" Somewhere tropical. Or Ireland. That'd be fun. Natalia from Mexico City, "Are all of your songs inspired by things that happened in your own life? If so, does that make it easier or more challenging to write them?" Both. I think it's really fun to be inspired by the place that I'm in, and it's also hard to kind of figure out how I want to execute it, so that's why I'm always kind of wondering how I want to put it together and how my thoughts are all going to come to one song. That's the tricky part, but it's actually super easy just to, you know, feel and talk to the producers and the writers about what you're going through in your life. Plus, I talk a lot, so it's pretty easy for me to do that. Amanda from Salt Lake City, Utah, "If you had to have only 3 songs on your iPod, which ones would you choose?" Only 3? Oh, man. Something from the Chicago soundtrack. Any of those. Probably Roxy. Or, and any Taylor Swift song. And like an Ella Fitzgerald song too. That's such a really interesting group. You could pause it. Sage from Germany says, "Will you ever be able to buy German Out Loud products in different countries?" Hopefully. I'm sorry, and that makes me really happy that you'd like to buy them. You can get them all online, but as far as having them actually be there, I don't know if that will happen anytime soon. Be an amazing opportunity though, for sure. Kenny from Los Angeles, California, "How was it like working with Ethan Hawke in The Getaway?" Amazing. It was unreal. He's so great, and it's interesting to watch other people and other actors in their process. And obviously he's been doing it a lot longer and a little bit more successful in that, so I was just like school, taking his notes down, and he was so supportive, and he was incredible to work with, so that was a great experience. Tracy from Hunter, New York says, "How will this tour be different than your past ones?" I'm going to be performing a lot more than I have ever performed before, so I'll be doing a lot of dancing, a lot of different, you know, wardrobe changes that will be fun and a little bit older, but still very playful. The stage direction and everything was my idea, and coming up with the lights. I have the most incredible light show that's going to happen too, which will be fun. Those are my dogs, by the way, so this video is very, very all natural from my house. Gary from Ireland says, "How do you prepare to go on stage? Do you get nervous?" I do get nervous, but I get excited. It's a good feeling. It's a good rush, and I have incredible people around me and the best dancers ever, so we just get each other pumped up. Amanda from Baltimore says, "Do you have a favorite clothing brand or designer?" I have a lot of fun different designers that I like, but I'm the girl that gets them and then, you know, takes them back when she's done with them, because they're just too much, you know, to have all the time. So I like Dolce & Gabbana, Versace. I'm very Italian. I love Italian designers, that's for sure. And then I love the sales rack anywhere. So, anywhere. Allison from New York City. How do you plan on spending your birthday? I'm having a huge party. This is 21. This is a big one. I'm very excited. My dogs are excited. So, I'm very excited. Bridget from Miami says, did anything really funny happen while you were recording your new album? Word.